Hello YouTube!
Hi!
We are in the end of our block D, just before the summer holidays, enjoying sunny weather in the Netherlands, surprisingly. My name is L, if you haven't met me before. This is
Margherita.
Maybe we should introduce ourselves just briefly. I'm half Russian, half Swedish, for people who are new to my channel and haven't met me in real life maybe. And Margherita.
And I'm half Dutch, half Italian.
So today we wanted to share some tips and tricks of
what to bring or not to bring
to SKOTEL, which is, for people who don't know, SKOTEL has like two parts. For us, it's basically our dormitory rooms. Like half of the school, even more like 75% I would say, is dedicated to students from August and February intakes. That's where we live sharing rooms with one another person. And then we also have a part that is actually SKOTEL for the external guests, where people...
Like a hotel.
Yeah, like basically a hotel, yeah, for people like our parents, for instance, who could come and stay for a little bit lower price, for instance, by the way.
There's also practice for practical education.
Shall we talk from the beginning how it all looked like? Because it was very vague to me, for instance. Moving middle of Corona times to the Netherlands, knowing only that the weather here is odd. We both are internationals, like coming from abroad, middle of Corona, I paid for the extra luggage. So I had two checked-in luggages and one hand luggage. And in total I had like 55 kilograms with me. And it's still a lot, but from all of the things I own, I probably took like 1/3 part of everything I wished to bring with me. So all of the hoodies were definitely gone on day one because they would not fit no matter how I would squeeze them in.
Yeah, I came by car so I could bring everything I wanted.
Exactly, and that's the difference. Like if you come with the plane, things are very limited, and then people who live close by, like in the same country, just maximize. Like my roommate, for instance, oh my god, her full car was just filled with things till the top. Like you open and things just pop out on you.
And then she also made a list before moving in, and like I looked at the list, I was like, wow, you're really prepared.
And then there is me. I brought like a yoga mat. I knew that was important. So today we thought, why not share things, important, interesting things, helpful things for staying here for 1 year of your life, because that's a mandatory part of being an HTH student. Have a short list of things that could be helpful or fun to have with you as you move in. Like the first position on our list is
speaker.
The speaker.
It's always really important to have one, like
especially one per room. Like, you have those situations like preparing for the lectures or like putting makeup on. And for parties, of course. Like that's something you would expect, I think, a little bit from living in a dormitory for a long period of time. So if you have a nice speaker, I would definitely recommend bringing it with you. Also, like you can't know who your roommate is, so you can't really like decide what you're gonna bring. But I was like, I'm bringing my speaker because I know music is important in life, stress levels and stuff. And then let's move to the second item that we mentioned.
A cutting board, because like you're cooking a lot, and then I feel like a lot of things everybody has them, but a cutting board nobody has.
Nobody. That's so accurate. Like during first 2 weeks we would just cut on wherever was possible, but not on cutting board. Also to mention, like every hallway has one kitchen, so you would be 24 people sharing one. And kitchens are in different sizes, so you could be lucky and have kitchens like we do, Paris and Rio, and there are also kitchens like a little bit tinier, shall we say that, board and a knife. With us, I feel like we everybody on our intake were counting with the fact that we would get our knife set. That's what we paid for. We paid for it beforehand. It was supposed to get it as we check in. Well, it took them like 2 months to bring them to us actually. So nobody had a knife. That moves us to the point number 3, cutlery. Don't bring too much. Like don't bring the entire set. Let me explain you why, because
you lose it.
It disappears, magically disappears. Or you mix them up with people from different hallways because you don't always cook in your own kitchen.
So I feel like get one of each, get unique ones, not the ones that everybody has.
You can differ from everybody else.
My plates are squared. Nobody has square plates, so I'll never lose my plates as well.
I personally bought one bowl, one plate, a tiny one. I took one of my home forks. My mom doesn't know about it, by the way. And the small spoon. I don't even have a knife with me, but luckily enough I have my roomie who had more than enough things with her, so we've been sharing from the day one. Then we also mentioned that cup is the only thing you basically need to have, because why have glasses when you can drink alcohol from a mug?
you don't need to have that many things. You're not gonna use them. So
if you very
you're
like
multi.
yeah, if you really want to have a glass, I mean, buy it on the spot, but don't bother bringing it with you from another country.
Yeah.
That's quite unnecessary. And then a pen, a big one, because you can imagine like being 24 people in the same kitchen. If everybody will cook for themselves only, there's never space. Like even cooking 2 people in one kitchen is already very tough.
Also in the bigger kitchens, it's still
impossible. So we would always just like gather people around and like I cook this time, next week you cook. So you want to have a big pan in order to be able to cook for a lot of people.
Like I have normal size pans, but you never use them because you're like for 2 people, no more.
And that's not enough.
And you never eat with 2 people.
Also, like people in this school are very good at cooking, and we like cooking, I think. Maybe because we're hospitality school. And room decorations. That's something like I am thankful I brought with me because it still like brings memories from where I come from. I also can share memories with people who come into my room. Like you can see Margherita has her pictures there. And many people, especially girls, have home printed out pictures on the walls.
It's really nice. Like it's also a way to start talking at the beginning. Like, oh, what's happening in this picture?
Or you take pictures with somebody else. I still remember the picture you gave me for my birthday. I have it hanged on my wall because that's memories. Something to remind you of your home and like make that cozy feeling of your room. Because you're still gonna live here for 1 year, so why not bring some warm home feeling with you?
It gives personality as well to your room.
And point number 7 is a clothing rack. That one was actually recommended by the student council, so highly recommended to bring one. And you know why? Because those wardrobes, you
cannot fit anything.
Nah.
Like literally nothing fits in. And especially TV, you have to bring, we're gonna say it later, but TV, and that takes so much space.
Official clothes like shirts, they all need to be hang up, but you have like this much space to hang them in. So, and this is also could be used as like a room separator. Yeah. Nice way to separate the room. And it's also very cheap. Like you can buy one in IKEA for a tiny price. So if you have a possibility to bring one or just order one. Oh, by the way, we should maybe mention that you can order things before coming here, and as you will arrive, they're probably gonna be already delivered to the room that you're gonna check in on your first day.
And hangers.
Yes, we didn't say that, but yeah, hangers are important as you have a clothing rack creates space. So think about that. Flip-flops is the next point. That's something I asked my mom to send me afterward.
So the best flip-flops are this kind. Having them from a supermarket brand is the best. You're gonna have competitions about it.
Exactly.
Who has the best ones? So if you're walking around like rooms all the time, like going in and out, just easy to put them on and leave.
Because we all live like on the same floor, so if you want to move around the rooms, it's an easy way to just jump in the flip-flops and go quickly. Computer is something I think that's mentioned on the homepage. I believe most of us use Macs, but whatever computer you would have.
It doesn't matter at all which computer you have.
I think I got that question on Instagram once. It really doesn't matter as far as you can download Teams that you're gonna use a lot. That's the most important part basically. And then next point that's connected to the previous one are the headphones. Yeah, crucial to be able to listen, pay attention and also talk during the lectures because half of our lectures are still online because of COVID. So my AirPods constantly die middle of the lecture and that disturbs my roommate and myself. So I asked my mom to send me the regular ones, like the classic AirPods that do not die, that you don't need to charge. And then point that we briefly mentioned before.
TDV, tenue de fil.
Something very classic in neutral colors. Do not need to be super like black and white. We're not studying here to be mafia agents. But something that you feel professional in. Like a nice suit for guys definitely is something you want to get. Maybe 2 actually, because you wear them. So a few lectures you're required to wear your own, and later on you pay for your own school uniform that you'll use most of the time as like official TDV from the school. But definitely bring as many suits as you can because you're required to wear official type of clothing most of the time, especially when you have offline lecture in class. Even to the restaurant, you're not allowed to like go in wherever you wish, not shorts. Yeah, and then together with that, you want to have a
classic shoe. Like for girls, maybe like loafers. I think that's how they're called. They need to be like
match your suits basically, whatever, like something dark. And comfortable also because you don't want to walk dead in those.
A lot.
For guys, something for the suit. It's like 1+1. Then I mentioned Polaroid like me, and he has one. It's a nice way to create memories. You can also hang them up on walls easily, share memories with each other. Why not? It's quite expensive, but if you have a choice and a chance to have one,
it's really nice.
Bring it with you. It's a nice thing to have. And then
kettle. You're gonna need that a lot. Like you're in a room a lot, especially during winter. Like I made tea all the time.
And I am a coffee lover. I'm so grateful that my roommate brought a kettle with her, because we genuinely made coffee for each other every morning and once in the afternoon. Like I could not survive this school without coffee. So you want to be able to stay focused all the time. There's a lot of self-studying in the school as well, so you want to make sure that you have some hot water to make yourself a nice drink. It's a dish spongy.
Useful to sometimes wash things. Not go all the way to the kitchen, so you do it in your own bathroom.
Yeah,
because you don't really want to go all the time.
Exactly. If you just had a coffee, you just want to go to your bathroom, wash it real quick and dry it, and then it's done. Because like for instance, my room is just on the opposite side from the kitchen. So you don't have the patience to run all of that way just to wash one cup.
Yeah, and also I feel like if you, like some people stack it up, but then I really find it really messy and I don't like having mess. I prefer cleaning it right away.
Same. So, and also in the kitchens, like you would get like a starter kit or wherever you have like something to start on, just because not everybody brings a dish sponge with them. But make sure like you maybe get one when you come. Very useful. And point of what not to bring, and that's a water bottle. Like you get one before you even arrive to school, and you get a few more when you leave here.
For every occasion we get a water bottle.
Don't bother bring one. Just arrive here, you will have one on the first day. Don't worry about that. And then I wrote plants, because the ventilation here is a little bit odd. Like the air sometimes is super dry, and like it creates some more fresh air from my perspective.
And also it's nice like having to take care of something living.
Small babies.
Yes.
We in our room have like 15, I don't know.
Everyone.
No, but it's fun, it creates like some more life in the room.
And hobby things. Since you're gonna live here for a whole year, you want to keep doing what you do. Like I bought my roller skates. I can keep going there, like do it, and people bring their skateboards or...
I took my electronic book with me so I could read in free time. But like have something to step back from school.
Like take off, like do something that you really like doing.
That keeps you motivated to and relaxed in some kind of way. And I wrote workout clothes. I'm so thankful I brought some, because I know that many people in this school do not work out. They say that they're gonna, never happens. But if you are a person who sometimes enjoys like running or doing some exercises, definitely bring some working out clothes with you, because even though we had corona, we were still able to do something in the park, because our school is so closely located to the Rembrandt Park, and it's only like 10 minutes walk from Vandel Park, which is a very famous Amsterdam park in the center. So if you like jogging or running or just
wear them to chill.
yeah, just to chill, it's a nice thing to have. This leads us to the final point, the kitchen trolley. Something me and my roommate had, and it's like a best life hack a HTH student could give you, especially if you would get a room that's in the end of the hallway. You have that wonderful IKEA trolley with 3 layers that you can like put all of your things on that and just roll it, and not carry with you like a pan and then the oil
and you always forget something, so you need to go back to your room and back to the kitchen, and I wish I had one.
Very time saving. It saves everything, and also, basically, like the effort too.
And then also you don't have to carry everything and say like, okay, what do I need, this and this. You just bring it from.
Yeah. The other disadvantage of that is that we move out during summer, because the fast prep people are coming.
Yes.
They're gonna stay in our room, so everybody are required to move out.
So that's why also don't bring too many things.
Yeah, don't bring too much, but those are like essential ones that definitely make your life so much easier. We are actually allowed to keep our stuff in the rooms. Like you just pack them together, but you don't need to transfer everything back home to wherever you live. So this is nice, yeah. And really don't worry that you don't bring anything. We still have a lot of shops that remained open during Corona times. So it was all possible to order things to school that arrive directly to the reception, so you can just pick it up easily. Even IKEA was very kind in Corona times.
Hema is the best one.
For sure. So check those pages out before you arrive. And maybe if there are any students who are actually coming in August. I'm not sure if they know about it yet or not, but
You should know it.
we're not gonna be the youngest ones anymore in school. Can you imagine? That feeling is a little bit odd. It feels like we just started and we're just like halfway already. It goes so fast. Yeah. Thank you very much for enjoying this video. We're gonna try to post more. At least I'm staying here, so I'll be able to record a few more videos to you guys. And if you have any like specific questions or ideas for videos that you would like to see on our channel, comment down below so I can read that. And don't forget to put the like and subscribe. Bye.